Hey everyone, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. I have been up since dark 30 this morning. I just couldn't sleep, so I decided to be productive and tackle some areas of the house that have just gotten out of control. This past month, Ken and I have been really focused on our son and his health, and I'm proud to report that he's doing well and things are looking very promising for him. And I just want to thank all of you for your well wishes and all of the wonderful comments you left encouraging us and encouraging him. We appreciate it so much. Now this morning I took on the cleaning closet. It's kind of like I knew I wanted to get some cleaning done, and I thought what better place than to start with the cleaning closet. It looked like a bomb went off in there. It was so bad that I have been purchasing products that I thought that I needed that I was out of, and it was such a disaster in there that Ken was placing those products on top of the freezer in the garage. Every time I'd buy something, he'd put it out there because there was no place to put it in the cleaning closet, because people were starting to stash all kinds of stuff in there that didn't belong there. So I went ahead and I pulled everything out and I gave it a good cleaning. I got everything put back in that was supposed to be there and found homes for the stuff that didn't belong. And then I was able to go to my stash in the garage on top of the freezer and restock it. So I ended up with a stocked cleaning closet. I'm gonna work on my cleaning closet. It's a little bit of a mess. See what I can do to get it a little bit better organized. Well, here's the after. It looks so much better. And as it turns out, I'm pretty much stocked on everything. Because I kept buying it and he kept putting it on top of the refrigerator. So that's done. After the cleaning closet, I took on the washer and dryer. And I went ahead and I did a cycle using vinegar. And then I did a second cycle using some bleach, and then I did a third cycle using the fresh washer cleaner because I hadn't done it in a while. And then Ken cleaned the seal really good around there. It was dirty. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that so much crud could accumulate around that seal. But he took the filter out of the washer. There's like a little screw you take out, and he cleaned that. And he helped me clean all the fuzz balls underneath it. There was quite a few of those. And I went ahead and I took out all the stuff from the washer and dryer drawer and organized it. Currently I have the sanitize cycle going on with, I loaded the washer with vinegar, and then I'm going to do a cycle with bleach. My next project is to organize the washer and dryer drawers. They've just become a mess. The washer side is just as disorganized, so we're going to get this cleaned out and reorganized. Here's after organization. We have everything stocked up. It looks so much better to me. Well, I was on such a roll this morning that I don't know what I was thinking. But I decided to take on the pantry. Oh my goodness. Like, there was all kinds of stuff in there. Like, just so disorganized. It was embarrassing. I'm embarrassed to show you. But I ended up taking everything out, scrubbed it down. I checked expiration dates, and there was one jar of olives, green olives, that is getting close to expiration date. So I'm gonna plan on using those like in a pasta salad or something pretty soon. I went ahead and reorganized everything, and I was so happy that I could get the cereal boxes off the top of the refrigerator. I made a space for them in there because I've used so much of the things from the pantry this year. I was also able to find a place for some peat containers for dried things like rice and beans and different grains and stuff like that. So I finished and I just sat down and I tell you, I feel pretty accomplished. Well, it's that time of year. I'm going to empty out my pantry, give it a good clean, see what I need to use up, make a list of things I need. So this is kind of the before. It's a real mess. Things have gotten disorganized. A lot of stuff has been used up. A lot of bare spots. So here we go. And now the after. It looks so much better. I still have quite a bit of empty shelves as far as specific items. But here's what it looks like. So over the course of the next month or so, we'll try to use up what we have on hand. I actually made room for the cereal containers, so all of that space was empty, used up. And again, I put some peat containers in here with dried goods like rice and stuff like that. So that's a new space that I've freed up there. You can see a lot of this is empty. Empty space. I have all my pastas, all the different shapes organized here. Behind the door, I stored all those canned beans. I didn't use as much as I really thought that I would, so I need to back off and just kind of use them and keep less on hand. And there's some Mexican flavorings, and then I have some dried chilies and my bags for shopping. These 5-gallon containers have the lids that you can take on and off with the gasket. So I keep bulk items like sugar and brown sugar and things like that down there, and I can refill my bake center from these containers. I love these shelves. I get asked questions on them, so I'll go ahead and address them now. These are Rubbermaid. We got them at Lowe's and they're very easy to install and relatively inexpensive. You just put this channel, there's screws, you just make sure it's straight, screw it into the wall, and then these just clip in. And we had looked at the Alpha system from the Container Store, which was crazy expensive. Even when they do their annual sale, that was just too expensive for us. And these we've had for what, 3 years now, Ken? 2 or 3 years, and they have worked great. Especially for items that you just keep like 1 or 2 of. For example, I like to get some specialty items from Trader Joe's, like that artichoke antipasta. I have a dip that uses that. I only make it once or twice a year, so having just one of something on your shelf for that kind of stuff is just so handy to have. I love that. A lot of my shelves are getting empty and barren, but that's okay because I'll stock them up when I do my big grocery haul. Shelf on top kind of takes care of all of the shortenings and oils and vinegars that are the overflow, the big heavy items, and it works out pretty good. Up top I have my baskets with paper products, bake center refill, freezer prep, and hot beverage center refill. They work good. I just take the basket down and then restock those areas of my kitchen. So I am really pleased with my pantry getting back organized. It was a hot mess and I wanted to get this done and all cleaned especially because in a month or so I'm going to be doing my big annual grocery haul. So I didn't have anything expired. The only thing that was, sorry, I don't want to make you dizzy. The only thing that was getting ready to expire was these olives. So I'm going to use these in a salad pretty quickly here. So all the expiration dates have been checked and everything's been scrubbed down. Oh, pantry done. It's a good feeling. I didn't know if I was going to get through it though. It was a big project, but I just been sitting here. I finished my meal plan for the week. I made my grocery list, and now I need to go to the grocery store and get that done. And I would also like to do some meal prep today. Just knock out a few little things to make this week go a lot smoother. Ken, I think, has other plans because it's a really sunny day today, and we haven't had too many sunny days this spring. It's been a very wet spring. So he wants to get out and get some lawn work done. He wants to get the lawn mowed, at least a couple acres mowed today. He's already put another load of firewood away. How many cords did you do today, Kenny?
I stacked 4 face cords.
Wow, he said he stacked 4 face cords. That's a lot of firewood. So he's all done with that. So he wants to do some mowing before we go to town to the store, just to get it mowed because tomorrow's supposed to rain. I don't know what people are going to do this season because the farmers have been complaining they haven't got the corn in, they haven't been able to get their crops in. It's been such, I don't know, just a wet spring. I haven't got my garden in, even though I started my plants weeks and weeks ago. So I don't know. It's been a disaster as far as gardening this year. So we're going to do a little bit of mowing, and then we're going to get on and get to the store. And when I get back, I hope I have enough energy left in me that I can get some meal prep done. That's the plan. It is such a gorgeous day today. It's the second day we've had sun, and we're trying to get some lawn work done. We have a couple ducks there that have a little nest. I'm surprised they're walking away. I hope I didn't scare them too bad. We have a bunch of ducks and Canadian geese that have been calling our pond home. They don't like too much that I'm out here right now, I don't think. Ken's doing some mowing, and these Canadian geese are not very happy that I'm so close to the pond. I noticed this track here, and then looks like there's another one here and here. See that? There's another track here and another track there. I don't know what it was. I'm not sure what made those tracks, but we saw a coyote a few weeks ago. I don't know. It's pretty big for a coyote, but the spacing's right, huh? So he must have come through here. We have a natural spring on the property, and I'm wondering if he came over here to get a drink of water, and that was his tracks. At the very back of the property, we have a creek that runs through it, and we get a lot of wildlife that comes up here anyway, but I like to walk the property and kind of keep an eye out for potential critters. I'm out here in the orchard, and it's so tranquil. I never expected this, but it's just beautiful to be out here. The wind is going through the leaves and all of the trees are getting ready to blossom. It's just beautiful. Well, I got about 2 acres, maybe 2.5 acres of the lawn mowed. I'm going to leave the rest for Ken because it's the wet area and sometimes the lawnmower gets stuck and he has to pull it out. But we just got back from Walmart. We did a huge grocery haul. I hadn't been to the store in, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. So I stocked up. We're good for a couple of weeks. I'll insert our grocery haul video here. We just got back from a huge Walmart stock up. We got some spring mix that's mixed with spinach and also baby spinach, lettuce, some celery, beautiful sweet onions, pink lady apples, lemons and limes, watermelon, a cantaloupe, romaine hearts, jalapenos, green onions, key limes, snow peas, some cherry tomatoes, some little tiny potatoes, poblano peppers, grapes, bell peppers, avocados, tomatoes. As far as herbs, rosemary, thyme, basil, and bay leaf, parsley, and cilantro. A red onion, mango, more grapes, bananas, carrots, baby carrots, zucchini, green apples, and baby bellas. As far as produce, that was what we got. As far as dairy, we got 5 dozen eggs, some mozzarella cheese, some Monterey Jack cheese, 4 cream cheese, 4 gallons of milk. It's like $1 something, and it's $4 where if we went to our store locally. So that's a really good savings. I always stock up when I go to Walmart on the milk. We got Ken's Italian sweet cream for his coffee, light cream, heavy cream, Parmesan shaved cheese, ricotta. I am going to make a new recipe this week. It's one of the Pioneer Woman's. And some yogurt. As far as pantry, some jumbo shells. I'm going to stuff those with some shrimp and make like an Alfredo sauce. Her recipe looks so good. Pinto beans, rice, and some chili peppers, mustard, mayo. I got some of these little Fritos for some walking tacos, diced chilies, strawberry cake. The kids wanted these. They're the nacho taco shells. Got a big bag of pecans, some coffee, and then as far as bakery items, Italian bread, 2 loaves, some of these little sliders, hot dog rolls. These ones are the center cut. Bagels, a couple of the French baguettes, and then I got some small flour tortillas, the little tiny corn tortillas for street tacos, and then the huge tortillas for burritos. And then deli items, I got some German bologna cut really thin, 2 pounds of ham, some roast beef, and some turkey, a couple packages of bacon, and then Ken wanted cube steak, like country fried steak. I did pick up a rotisserie chicken. I don't usually do that, but I did this week. A couple of packages of St. Louis cut ribs, pork butt, a big package of chicken breasts, boneless skinless, and boneless skinless thighs. And then as far as non-dairy items, we got some shampoos and cream rinse and that kind of stuff to refill the shower caddies. So that was, I think that's everything. Oh, I have 5 pounds of ground beef already cooking. I'm just taking a break, sitting on the back porch. I'm grilling up some carne asada and some tequila lime chicken. I have a big bag of tequila lime chicken, so with the leftovers, I'll make Caesar salads this week. But I'm tired. I did a lot today. I feel very accomplished with everything I got done. I can't believe I got the pantry done, but that feels pretty good. I've done 7 loads of laundry, if you count the 2 that are currently in. And the only thing I want to get done today is wash and change the sheets on our bed, because I'm tired. And I know when I get into bed tonight, I'm going to be tireder. And nothing feels as good as clean sheets when you're tired. So I do want to get that done before I go to bed. And I think just finish up dinner, get the kitchen picked up, and maybe relax a little bit tonight with the kids and get into the clean sheets. That's my big plan for the day. That noise you hear in the background is Ken. He's working on the driveway, expanding it, because in this stall here is our RV and it's 40 feet long. So he wants to expand the driveway, kind of like make it curve around here. So when he backs in and backs out, it makes it a little easier, gives him a little more space. You can see how Ken uses the bucket to help grade. Pretty cool. He's getting better on the skid steer. We just had dinner and I'm starting to clean up the kitchen, and I was able to also get some meal prep done. Not as much as I wanted, but I put a little dent in it. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'll do some more tomorrow. I'm making some iced tea in my measuring cup. I have a couple of cups of boiling water, and I added 4 tea bags, and I let them steep for about 5 minutes. And I'm just going to pour it into my iced tea container and then top it off with water. I'll put the tea in the refrigerator and it'll be ready to make Arnold Palmer's this week. In this jug, I have some frozen lemon juice cubes. I want to use them up. There's about 1 cup and 1/3 of them in here. I went ahead and sliced a lemon, and I'm going to put that in the jug as well. I dissolved 3/4 cup of sugar in with some hot water. We'll add that to our jar. I also sliced a couple more lemons just to have during the week. I also reconstituted some frozen orange juice and put it in our pitcher. When I was cleaning the pantry, I found a vanilla Jello pudding mix, and basically you just add 3 cups of milk and cook it on top of the stove over a medium heat. That's what I'm going to do. I have a flat wooden spoon that I'm constantly stirring the pudding with until it gets thick and comes to a boil. Pudding has thickened and come to a boil. I'm going to put it in a bowl here with some plastic wrap on top, and then put it in the refrigerator so it can cool. The plastic wrap prevents it from getting a skin on top. Perfect. We'll put that in the fridge and let it cool completely. I'm going to be making some fresh whipped cream for my banana pudding. I have about 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, a couple tablespoons of powdered sugar, and probably like 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to get this all whipped together. You just want to whip it until stiff peaks form. You don't want to over whip it because it'll turn into butter. But if you've never made fresh whipped cream, it is so delicious. I have a Pyrex dish that I layered with some vanilla wafers, and now I'm just putting some sliced bananas on the next layer. Next, I'm going to add a layer of our vanilla pudding. Now, I have about a third of the pudding left. I'm going to take about half of this whipping cream and just fold it in. It'll make this next layer quite a bit lighter. Just keep folding until it's all incorporated. That looks pretty good. We're going to add this to the top. I put the rest of the whipped cream in a bag. When we go to serve it, we can cut the tip and kind of pipe some fresh whipped cream on top. And I also picked out some pretty good looking cookies so that we can put a fresh cookie right on top of the whipped cream when we serve up the banana. So that's all prepped and into the fridge it goes. I'm making some granola, a double batch, and I got this recipe years ago from Pastor Greg Laurie, and he had got it from Pastor Chuck Smith, his wife. It's a really great recipe. I've been making it for years and years. There's 6 cups of old-fashioned oats, 3 cups of mixed nuts, a cup of some type of seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, whatever you want to put in, a cup of shredded coconut. To this, we're going to add a cup of a neutral oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, whatever you prefer, and a cup of honey, and a teaspoon of salt. We're going to get this all mixed together, and then onto 2 sheet trays that have been lined with parchment paper. You could also use a Silpat. Now we're going to get this turned out onto a couple of sheet trays. I'll do half on one and half on the other. Just spread it out. We're going to place the trays into a preheated 300 degrees for 1 hour, and halfway through we'll go ahead and mix it up. It's been about a half an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and toss the granola, let it cook for another half an hour. It's been an hour. I went ahead and I took out the 2 pans of granola and spread it out on some aluminum foil that was sprayed with some cooking spray, and I kind of mashed it down with a spatula, and going to let this cool completely, and then we'll get it put away. I went ahead and put the granola in a big Ziploc baggie, and it'll be great on things like yogurt with some berries, acai bowls, that kind of stuff. I just got the kitchen cleaned up and the floor is drying. It's been mopped. So I think I'm going to end the video here, and until the next video, we'll talk to you guys later.
Hey, I hope you're doing well. I know it's been a while, but you're still in my head. I wonder if you think about me now and then, like I do right now about you. I wish it didn't have to end, but life is what it is and I will try to mend. Though I'm kinda hoping that you feel the same as I do right now.